Hey everybody, MntDewMania here, and welcome, sadly and happily, to what is the very last. Oh, I hate to even say it. Oh my god. It is the last episode of Season 5. Yes, that is right. We are on the letter Z. Oh, man, it's been so much fun this season. But all good things must come to an end, and the end is Z. And Z is for zany. ZANY, zany. In case you don't know the absolute definition of zany, the handy dandy dictionary says it is one who plays the clown or fool in order to amuse others. Now, if you think about it, you probably know somebody in your regular, normal, everyday life that just doesn't seem to fit in with the rest of everybody else. They've got that zany quality to them. They march to a whole other set of drums that most people don't even hear. They probably don't want to hear it because it's so out there. And most people look at these zany people and they just shake their heads. Oh my goodness, what is wrong with these people? And I hate to even think that somebody would think that way, but they do. Different has always been scary to a lot of people. It's not normal. It's not safe. It's not etiquette. It's not right. It's not rational. It's not normal. It's not what regular people do. It's what not normal people do. You shouldn't act like that. You shouldn't be like that. And to those naysayers, I say, sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, forget you. There is nothing wrong with being zany. There is nothing wrong with just being a little kooky. There's nothing wrong with it, folks. It makes you younger. Okay? It makes you want to celebrate life more. Now, I think we can all, if you think about it, the first person that you actually, because you don't think of the word zany that much. It's just not in everyday vocabulary. But if you think about it, probably one of the first people that you thought of as zany was probably some sort of comedian. Somebody on TV or in a movie, and you just looked at them and you thought, oh my God, what is wrong with these people? They are absolutely nuts. But the more you watched them, you were just like, they just made you smile and laugh for no other reason than their zaniness. They were just goofballs. And then you kind of took that equation of zany and you started applying it in your own life, and you thought, you know what, my friend so-and-so is just, they're as zany as, the guy on the screen. Why did I never notice that for? They're really funny. They crack me up. And some people can realize this zaniness about themselves. Jim Carrey said, for some reason, I did something where I realized I could get a reaction. That was when I broke out of my shell at school because I really didn't have any friends or anything like that, and I was just kind of going along, and then finally I did this zany thing, and all of a sudden, I had tons of friends. Now, you would not think for an instant of Jim Carrey not having any friends. How is that possible? He is so funny and so crazy. You would think that he would have 10 billion friends. But a lot of people are like that. When they're by themselves, when they're alone, they can probably do all these zany things that they want to do, but they're just so afraid of being judged and how people are going to perceive them and poke fun and make fun, and say nasty little comments, or just out and just be cruel, that they don't do it. They hide in their shell because they don't want to be different. I can't, oh man, I love to tell jokes. I'm really good at it. I'm really good at making faces and doing imitations. But if I do that out in public, what are people going to think? They're going to think I'm a nut. I think the first person that I ever applied the word zany to, because I'd heard the word, and when you're a kid, you don't really, you have a kind of a foggy concept of what stuff means. To me, zany meant funny. Not over the top funny, just, goofy funny. If I thought zany, I thought goofy, and they made me giggle, The first person that actually made me think outside of that was watching the Carol Burnett show. And just watching her and all those guys, oh my God. They were, without a doubt, especially Carol, to me that was like a revelation. Oh my God, here is this grown woman on this stage, on this show, with all these people, and they are absolutely the biggest, zaniest goofballs, and people love it. And they don't care if they're getting laughed at. They love it. And they're just so, they're normal people. But they have this quality about them, and I wanted it so bad. And I remember the first time I tried it, because I was always clumsy. I've never been athletic. I can't do anything cool like that. The one thing I've always been able to do is tell stories. And I used to love when we had show and tell at school in like first and second grade. I can remember it. I can remember taking a jar of tadpoles, and I remember the goofiest story that I told, and it was so, and I remember everybody laughing, and I cannot tell you how that made me feel, because I knew they weren't laughing at me and being mean. I knew they were laughing because what I said was zany and goofy and funny, and it made them feel good, and it made them giggle and laugh. And that was, I'm telling you guys, I've never done any sort really of kind of drugs or anything, but if there was a high to have, that's what I imagine it to be like. That feeling when I knew that I could be goofy and make people laugh. And Carol Burnett said, she goes, I had a good loud voice and I wasn't afraid to be goofy or zany. And from that point on, I thought to myself, why should I fit myself into everybody else's mold or everybody else's perception of what I should be? Why am I not being me? What's wrong with me? There's nothing wrong with me. I'm goofy and I walk to the beat of my own drum, and I really don't care what anybody else thinks. And if I want to be goofy and silly and zany, I can, because that's who I am. Do I have a weird sense of humor? Absolutely. Do I have a goofball way of looking at things in life? Absolutely. And that is me. That is who I am. That is who I am comfortable being. Why do I have to conform to everybody else's notion of what is normal, what is right, what is acceptable? Dr. Seuss said, why fit in when you were born to stand out? Most people will go through their lives, and you will be told through your life that certain things are acceptable, certain things are not. You should act a certain way, you should be a certain way, because otherwise people are just going to take you as a joke. And you can't dress this way because it's stupid and goofy and zany, and nobody else does that, and you're going to be looked at and stared at and laughed at. Or you can't think this way, or your hair can't be this way, or, you know, people, let me tell you something. Life is too short to try and conform and fit your round self into a square slot, okay? Be who you are. One of the best quotes ever is one I live by. You have to be you. Everyone else is taken. Okay? Do not conform to what everybody else thinks is normal. What is normal? Who decides what normal is? If you want to be a zany goofball and it's who you are and you are happy, that's fine. You be that goofy, zany person. Are you hurting anybody else? No. You have a job? Yes. You do your job? Yes. You do your job well? Yes. You pay your taxes? You don't break any laws. You don't hurt anybody. Who cares if you dress in some zany fashion? Who cares if your hair is looking zany? Who cares if you're just a goofy, zany person? Nobody. Nobody should care. And if they do care, it's none of their business anyway. You be you. You be the best you that you can be. Okay? Just be you. And if it's goofy and zany, that is fine. And I promise you that your real friends are going to stand beside you and they're going to laugh at your goofy zaniness and they're still going to love you for who you are. And that's the sort of people that you want in your life, okay? But do not hide who you are. If you are goofy and zany, that is absolutely fine. If you're not goofy and zany, that's absolutely fine. But don't down somebody because they are, okay? Just be you. Life is too short. Life is way too short. Alright? Alright, guys. I tell you what, this has been an absolute wonderful season of Redneck Rants. I will probably be taking a couple of weeks off. Then I will be coming back with Season 6 of Redneck Rants. I cannot believe it. Wow. Already. It just seems like time is flying by. And if you have any suggestions for Season 6, let me know. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to do the A to Z. Getting kind of hard to find some of the letters. But we will see. If we have to just go with just random stuff, that's what we'll do. But there will be a Season 6, no matter what the platform is. And I look forward to it. I hope you look forward to it. And I will catch you guys in a couple of weeks. So until then, this is MntDewMania wrapping up Season 5 of Redneck Rants. See you next time. I am so out of here. Later, guys.